Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, one of India's greatest spiritual luminaries, taught insightful paths to experiencing the divine in everyday life. Through his teachings and stories, he offered seekers, especially householders, practical ways to harmonize spirituality with daily responsibilities. Today, we will explore three key insights from his life and teachings, which illuminate a threefold path to discovering the divine. The path of pure love and devotion. Anchored through Narada's example. Sri Ramakrishna often spoke of the sage Narad, which unwavering love for God exemplifies the transformative power of pure devotion. Narada's prayerful surrender to God, requesting nothing but love and liberation from Maya or illusion, remains an ideal for those who seek to rise above worldly attachments while living amidst them. Anchor spiritual practice in love. Sri Ramakrishna encouraged householders to dedicate time daily for prayer, seeing these moments as acts of devotion that nurture inner peace. Balance the worldly and spiritual. Just as Narad kept his mind fixed on God amidst worldly distractions, householders can also integrate devotion into daily life by offering mundane tasks such as cooking or cleaning as acts of worship. Overcome illusion. By striving for selfless love, seekers can transcend the pool of materialism and find joy in their connection with the divine. For the modern seeker, this path emphasizes cultivating a loving relationship with God through prayer, service, and surrender, making spirituality a part of everyday life. The path of knowledge and service, guided by Hanuman's wisdom. Another archetype Sri Ramakrishna often referenced was Hanuman, who combined knowledge with unwavering service to Sri Ram. When Ram asked him about his attitude in worship, Hanuman replied, "Sometimes I see you as the whole and I am a part. Sometimes I see you as the master and I as your servant. But when I perceive the truth, I find you and I are one." It offers true lessons in spiritual understanding. See all roles as divine. Hanuman's wisdom teaches that every role, whether as a parent, professional, or friend, can become a spiritual practice when approached with mindfulness and a sense of service. Blend knowledge with devotion. Balance devotion with self-inquiry, recognizing that worldly duties and spiritual growth are not mutually exclusive but can support one another. Transform daily work, simple tasks, when done with awareness of serving the divine, become sacred acts. This approach calls seekers to recognize the divine in their responsibilities, transforming mundane activities into meaningful spiritual experiences. Recognizing divine diversity, the infinite within the finite. Sri Ramakrishna illuminated the idea that the divine manifests uniquely in every individual. This perspective fosters reverence for others, highlighting the concept of interconnectedness of all beings. Imagine an infinite field extending beyond the horizon. A wall obstructs our view, but there is a small round hole. This small aperture represents the limited perspective through which we often perceive the vastness of spiritual truth. In daily life, moments of insight or acts of kindness offer glimpses of this boundless reality. Master, his devoted scribe, asked, "What is the whole?" Sri Ramakrishna smiled and pointed to himself. "I am that whole." Through these forms, you perceive the infinite reality, even amid the constraints of daily existence. Just as a small aperture reveals glimpses of a boundless landscape, moments of insight or selfless acts in our lives can become channels for experiencing this boundless spiritual truth. Sri Ramakrishna's metaphor calls us to look beyond our immediate perceptions and recognize the profound presence of the divine in even the simplest of moments. Overwhelmed devotee remarked, "How astonishing it is through you that we perceive the boundless meadow of God's presence." The Master concluded, God, the perfect Brahma, can dwell in a human form, allowing us to touch the infinite through the finite. Celebrate individuality. Just as the same sunlight reflects differently in each droplet of water, God's essence manifests uniquely in everyone's talents and capacities. Acknowledge this diversity as the play of the divine. Serve others as divine beings. Recognize God in those around you, whether in a family member, colleague, or a stranger. Embrace divine variation. Sri Ramakrishna humorously remarked that if all individuals were identical, there would be no need to seek wisdom from great souls. This diversity enriches our collective spiritual journey. By recognizing God's presence in all beings and circumstances, seekers can develop humility, compassion, and an expanded awareness of the divine. To integrate these threefold teachings into our daily life, Sri Ramakrishna offered some insightful practices. Let's conclude by revisiting these practices to reinforce our understanding of devotion through the lens of Sri Ramakrishna's teachings and wisdom. Begin with gratitude. Start your day by acknowledging the Divine's presence in your life. Transform routine tasks. Approach ordinary activities like preparing a meal or helping someone in need as offerings to the Divine. Dedicate time for reflection. Set aside moments for prayer, meditation, or spiritual reading, nurturing a deeper connection to the Divine. Serve others mindfully. Treat every interaction as an opportunity to honor the Divine in others. Finally, very essential, practice self-inquiry. Reflect on your true nature and your relationship with the Divine. Sri Ramakrishna likens spiritual realization to glimpsing an infinite field through a small hole in a wall. He explained that his own human form served as such a window, offering seekers a tangible way to perceive the infinite. Through his teachings, he reminded us that the Divine is not separate from daily life, but is woven into its very fabric. By embracing devotion, balancing knowledge with service, and recognizing God in diversity, seekers can transform their lives into sacred journeys towards the Divine. For householders and spiritual aspirants alike, Sri Ramakrishna's Threefold Path offers a timeless blueprint for finding the infinite amidst the finite. It's a guide to living with purpose, love, and a deep connection to the Divine.